Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, the 24th of Iyar, and we're going to start with Sfiras Ha'imer on page 139. Let's say together, Hayoim, Tisha, Ushloishim, Shehem, Chamisha Shavuos, Va'arba'a, Yamim, La'imer. Today is 39 days, which is 5 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. Today's learning is dedicated in memory of Moshe ben Yitzchak Tzvi. That's the father of Aaron Rakliar, his neshama. Moshe ben Yitzchak Tzvi, the neshama Sherav and Aliyah. And everyone's welcome to have a l'chaim and a snack in the back before you go. Okay, now we're in the Chayenu on page. Whoops. Uh-oh. Yuda, do we have to start over? Because the screen wasn't on. What are you going to do? Okay, we're all human, we make mistakes, we missed it, let's move forward. In today's lesson, yesterday we were talking about how whoever joined us yesterday, we did it from the parking lot of the Rabbinical College. I went to my daughter's siddur party, so I had to run out a little bit early from shul. And after the siddur party, went to the parking lot, sat in the car, and we did the shir from there. You can watch it on the YouTube, find it on the status or the Chabad group. And yesterday we talked about how the soul is in every single part of the body. You can't say that the soul is not in your baby toe just because you think that the soul is in your heart. That's not where neshama is. It's in every single part of your body. In the 248 organs and the 365 blood vessels that run throughout every inch and centimeter of your body. In today's lesson, the brain is the epicenter from which the soul powers and functions flow to the body. Similarly, Hashem's godly energy, although omnipresent, enters the world in such a manner. How? Let's try to get through this a little bit. It's interesting. Steve, I know you cheated a little bit. How is it today? It's interesting. Oh, you're looking, okay, I'm sorry. Concerning, and thank you, Steve, for allowing me to borrow your Chayenu. I left mine in the car from after the shir. It's sitting on my dashboard. So concerning, in continuation from yesterday, concerning these functional powers, as they are drawn down and revealed from the soul into the body, the Alter will now explain that the principal location to which they are drawn down and where they are revealed is the brain. It is from there that the potential powers spread to all the organs of the body, but the essence of the soul exists equally in the foot, just as in the brain. Just a reminder from yesterday, it says if you understand how your body works, we could also get an appreciation of how God works. Do we fully understand it? Clearly not. This is just an analogy. Until now, the Alter Rebbe has mentioned that mainly the 248 organs of the body and the corresponding 248 functional powers of the soul enclosed within them. And now he goes on to more detail, referring to all the 613. Funny how that works, right? 248 organs, 365 blood vessels equals 613. And he goes into the 613 functional powers, both those of the 248 organs and the 365 blood vessels, each of which has its own unique life force from the soul. And this explains why he now refers to the 613 rather than 248. Hine, Alam Shacha is called Taryag. We're on page 123. Hine, Alam Shacha is called Taryag Mine HaKoiches V'Chayis Mea Oilam. I'm sorry, Mehelam. Saw what I did there? It was a Freudian slip. Haneshama el haguf lachayoisoi. See that? I said ha'olam, but it's helem. The word is helem, and really this world is God being hidden in this world. That's why it's called oil. That's why the word is used to describe the world. Anyways, concerning the flow of the 613 kinds of functional powers and vital forces, which are drawn down from the concealment of the soul where they were previously hidden, and from where they're now drawn to the body to animate it, to give it life, to give it energy. On this, the sages have said, She'ikir, Mishkana, Mashrasa, Shel, Hamshacha Zu, Begilizeh, Ukulai Bamoichin Shabarosh. Our sages have said that the principal dwelling of this power, this soul power, is situated in the brain and the head. That's where it starts. We always talked about that when Alter Rebbe first discussed the neshama of a Jew, it starts in the brain, the second soul, the godly soul, starts in the brain, but then it resides in the right side of the heart. But of course, it spreads out throughout the entire body. And therefore, since it starts in the brain, which receives the power and the life force appropriate to them according to their composition and character, and everything gets the same power, but it starts in the brain, namely intellect, which is divided into 3 intellectual faculties called Chochma, Bina, Das, otherwise known as Chabad, the faculty of thought and whatever pertains to the brain. All these receive their life force from the soul before the rest of the body. And not only this, Elegam, Klolus, Kolam, Shokais, Achayus, Lishara, Avorim, Gam Kain, Kulula, Umlubeshes, Bamoichin, Shabaroish. Also, the overflow of all the individual streams of vitality, the energy, to the other organs is also first included and enclosed in the brain and the head before it becomes revealed in the different individual organs later on, down to the feet, fingers, toes, whatever. And it is there in the brain that the core and source of the said flow exists in a form in which the light and vitality of the entire soul are revealed. In other words, when the general flow of vitality reaches the brain, then the light, so to speak, and vitality of the entire body begin to be revealed. Just picture, where's the Iker Shechina? It's Amigdash, but still, God is everywhere. But it starts somewhere in this world. And that's what we're trying to accomplish also in our hearts. That Hashem should reside within us, make a dwelling place for Him in this world. From there, the brain radiates and flows to all the other organs, each of which then the power from the soul goes to all the other organs, all the other parts of the body, and gives them the abilities that they need. The eye to be able to see, the ear to be able to hear. Everything needs, the baby toe doesn't need as much soul power as the heart does. The heart's beating and pushing blood throughout the body the whole time. It's a vital organ versus the baby toe, which still has energy, otherwise it wouldn't exist. It wouldn't have life in it, but it doesn't need as much as the heart. All the functional powers flow from the brain. As is known, from there is located the principal dwelling of the entire soul in a revealed form. So although the soul actually exists all over the body equally, with no difference between organ and another, it's Hashem is here, Hashem is everywhere. Yet the principal place in which the soul is revealed is in its brain. That's where you can connect to Hashem. That's where you can meditate on the words of the davening and the kavanah behind the mitzvah. Excuse me. Shenigle sham klolos achayis mispashet mimeno. Rak kefeiseha shel klolos achayis meidim mispashtim misham lechol evrei Yaakov. Kidim yoin ha'oir hamispashet umeir mehashemesh lechadirei chadorim. Since in the brain, the overall life force which flows from the soul is revealed, it's only the individual faculty. That's where the brain is where you think about Hashem. The brain is where you connect to God from. That's right? Not in the foot, not in the toe, not even in the eyes. You can't see Hashem. But you can connect, you can meditate on the greatness of Hashem through your brain during davening. Or any time, really. And from there, it goes to all the other organs of the body. Just as light radiates and shines from the sun into the innermost of the rooms. You go outside, the sun is where it starts. But the sun's light can trickle, even though there's clouds in the way, and it's, how many miles away is it? 92 million miles away, the sun, approximately. And there's clouds in the way, and it's raining, and there's a window with a film on the window, but it still comes in here, lights up the room. The lights are off, we'd still be able to see from the rays of the sun. Comes into every nook and cranny. Afilo halev, this is in parentheses. Afilo halev, mekabel me'amayach v'chol, v'lachein hamayach shalit olav. V'selad tekin iskelel. And this is in parentheses, is sort of a double lesson here. Even the heart, which is the central organ from which all the organs receive vitality, the heart diffuses to all the other organs, receives its own vital force from the brain. starts in the brain, which is why the brain naturally dominates the heart and should dominate the heart. It's not that your emotions and your love, follow your heart, the American dream. No, it's do what's right. And your brain has to tell you, no, not always. Even though this is delicious and you want to eat it, even though you want to go and yell and scream, that's not the time right now. Right now, you have to be on time to daven. Right now, you have to do a mitzvah. You have to name the baby at the Torah. This is what we have to do. So in chapter 12, we explained that man is created with a natural supremacy of the brain over the heart. We talked about that the brain rules the heart. Because the heart, despite its centrality, must in turn receive its own vitality through the brain. The takeaway for today, Chevra, is if you understand how your body works, as we mentioned yesterday, you can get an appreciation of how Hashem works. Hashem made the body mirror in microcosm his relationship with the world. Your undefined energy for your entire being first presents itself in the brain, and from there the flow to the rest of the body. Similarly, Hashem, while his energy is all-encompassing, is everywhere, chooses a place in this world to dwell. This is where he wants to reside, and this is why he created the Jew in order to do a mitzvah, in order to create that dwelling place, that comfort zone for Hashem to be able to dwell, and from there to spread out his energy throughout the entire, not just world, but the entire universe, which means that we have a very big job to do. We have a big responsibility. And when you're the Avigail Carmel, when she grows up, she's going to have to fulfill all the mitzvahs. She's going to have to light that Shabbos candle and bring more light into the world, bringing God into the world. And from there, the entire universe gets sustained and vitalized and energized. We all have to do our part to do our mitzvah and any good deed that comes our way, and go out of our way to do every possible mitzvah and to help make this world a better and brighter place. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the blessings that are coming down from heaven, which is the rain, but we see it as